Okay, I've grabbed myself a lot of red alloy wire, a lever, a soul cage, which is where the soul shard is going to go, some barrels, some iron transport pipes, some obsidian transport pipes, some gold transport pipes, some spare glass viewer, some spare basalt, 2 buckets of water, and a couple of a linking book to my hub, and that thing, a normal book, because I'm going to obviously have to go back and forth quite a bit as I build and perfect this thing, and flying over there is getting to be a little bit of a pain. So I've already got a spare linking book to my linking hub, so I just need to make the book actually in this thing. And I used to fly towards it and aim for the there we go, and aim for the frame of the filler, but that isn't there anymore. So okay. Oops. So I've got to work out how this thing back here is going to be. It's going to be 1, 2 down already with stuff. Because I'm making a linking book to here, I mean, okay, I can make another one, but I just want to already have a little bit of an area that I can work with. I can rebuild the sides of the mountain later if I want to disguise what I'm doing. Oops. That's why I brought spare. There we go. Could do with some torches here actually, couldn't I? Otherwise mobs are going to spawn. I'll appear and have a real bad day. Oh well, I'll do that later. Okay, so for now, let's just put down the book to the hub. Oh, wrong hub. Can't go to that one. I need a book which goes to the nether hub. Okay, I'll have to do that later then. For now though, I will make a book to come back here. There we go. So I better come back here nice and quick. I really need those torches, don't I? Pop to the cow star, grab some leather and a bit of paper. Oops, no, it was in there. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a book. That. Rename it in here. So this is, I will just call it the Blaze Spawner. Actually, no, I'll call it the Volcano. Right, so now I can go to this one, which is the hub I can link to from the overworld, and now I make that book. I'll drop the volcano in there. Quickly pop back to the Chaos Star and rename the book I just made Hub. I really should differentiate between the 2 different hubs. Okay, so now I should have a nice quick way back and forth. Good, no mobs up here right now. There we go. And let's put those torches down. I've got lava around the corner making light that way. Let's just make sure that mobs don't have anywhere they can spawn and climb up here. Obviously spiders, but okay. So now I've tested, and red alloy wire does work on this stuff, but levers don't. Is the weird thing. So what I want to do, I think, I mean, well, you can put a lever on it, but it won't transmit the redstone signal through. So I think I obviously want the controls here somewhere. I can redo this later, so for now we're just going to do that. Turn on. Oh, almost in the lava. Almost in the lava. Right, so I'm going to run this up the outside. This is a little tricky, but if I just hold down the mouse button, then it does it whenever we get there. Okay. Not quite centered, as I said. This will be temporary wiring just for demonstration purposes, and I can work on it more off camera. So I need to know where the center of this thing is. Let's count that out from the inside. It's going to be easier in the long run. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so where those two torches meet up, that's my center spot. Now I need to get the signal. See, maybe I should. No, I don't want to run the signal. I don't want to run the cable up the inside, because then it might get interfered with. But I need to get it from outside inside, and this stuff doesn't transmit a signal. So I think I am going to have to use basalt rock right at the top. So let's make sure I'm centered on that bit. Then I can just fly straight up. Right, and that's the second one. Now I want to put the spawner 2 down in order to maximize the spawning. So just got to put the soul cage there. Like so. And we're going to be running signal. That should do it. So if I pop back outside, obviously that one needs to be basalt as well. So what I'm hoping is if I run power, this might not work. This does not work. This should, though. If I actually run... Oh, I thought I'd power that. Let me think about this for a moment. Okay, I've got it figured. Thing to do was to run it up from the soul cage on the other side than where the actual controls are. Then I can run it up through a little hole in the roof. And I've just got this block there, which means they won't be able to fly out at all, because it's only one tool. Looks a little ugly. That looks a little better. I might replace that with something like something a bit more invisible, like maybe some warded glass or something. I also got rid of the wiring that I had placed, so it would be centered. So let's make sure my jetpack is on. Yes. And I can run this down like this. There we go. So the way this works is, if this redstone is on, then the spawner shouldn't work. So I'm going to try actually placing it in there, and hopefully that will work. Where is it? It's in my ender pouch. So, tier 5 blaze. To my knowledge, if you destroy these things, you do get the soul shard back. So, you just have to right hand click on the soul cage. There we go, and they shouldn't spawn. That's my understanding, because the redstone is on. And I don't want them to spawn yet, because we've still got a little bit of work to do. Yes, that's that. They aren't spawning, so... Right. In here we're going to have water streams going this way, because water will kill blazes. This is why you need a high enough tier that you can spawn them in the overworld, because it just makes it so much easier. So I've got a couple of water buckets. I can just do the infinite water spring thing. These blazes are not in for a good day. Okay, so that runs to here. So the blaze will fall down, hit the water, be pushed along here, and take damage and die. Now, later on, there's going to be a row of turtles here going hitty, 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 hitty. For now, I may lose a few blaze because they might just fly up on top. So, let me temporarily put a water block in, a break. So I need to dig this here out. Because this is where I'm going to collect the blaze rods using obsidian pipes. Now obsidian pipes will pick up items which land on them if they aren't powered. If you power them, they'll pick up over a greater range, but I don't want to have to power them. So all the blaze rods should flow along, and they should hit those things. So for underneath, I've got a lot of iron pipes. That's because I don't want the items to be... because when the items flow down from there, they're going to just go off in random directions. Unless I've got iron pipes set up, which should force everything to head in the same direction. Okay, so how are we doing? That one's going to go that way. That one looks like it's not going to go in any direction. I think if I hit them with a crescent hammer, it changes them. So, which side do I want? It wants to go off in this direction. This is where my barrels are going to be. So the idea is I want them all to head that way. Like so. Basically, the items can only travel down the clear side. There we go. We can test this. If we... Oh, I don't have my portable hole out. Let's do that and a little bit of basalt. We don't care if we lose that. So if I just drop a little bit of basalt, see, it goes down there, shoots along, pops out the end there. Or at least that's what should have happened. Oops. A little bit of basalt laying here. I'll just assume it works. Alright, I might need to extend my little platform around the corner. That's where the barrels are going. As I said, that's why I'm building all this stuff on the two sides of this volcano that aren't facing towards my base, because I'm going to have to uglify it a little bit, at least to start with, till I get this sorted. So I'll run that round there, and I've got 6 barrels ready to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a little bit in my face. And this barrel will fill up the quickest because it's going to get half of all the stuff that comes out, but once it's full, that one will start filling up, and so on down the line. 6 barrels holds quite a lot of blaze rods. What else do I need to do? For this stage, I think I might be done. Oh yeah, I wanted to... Now, as I said, there's going to be a row of turtles there doing fighty type stuff. But for now, I just want to stop the blazes from getting there. Hang on, I've got an idea. Whoops. Let's pop back to my base for a split second. I love linking books. Have I said that before? Because quartz crystal has a very interesting property, which is it damages you when you touch it. Does it only damage you the very first time you touch it? Yes, it does seem that way. But I can use it to discourage the blazes from landing on top of that bit of basalt cobble that I just placed. Purely a temporary measure until, as I said, I'm going to turn this into an auto XP farm by having a row of turtles there. But that's going to require a little bit of more complexity, a little bit more research and building. For now, though, I think that's going to work. Let's just put a temporary observation platform. Just somewhere we can stand and watch. Right, let's turn the redstone signal off, which should start them spawning. There we go. As you can see, it's quite high capacity. They aren't getting on top of that, which is good. And they won't fly up out of the water either. They only fly if they see a player. So we should start to get, there we go, blaze rods. Oh, a little bit of cobble. Not sure how that ended up in there, but nothing broke in there, did it? See, now some of them are starting to fly a little bit. Are they tracking me? They might be able to see me through the glass, I'm not sure. But now you can see why I decided to build it on top of a volcano, because my thinking is that from a distance, that's just gonna... Oh, okay. Okay, they'll only render out to this far, but doesn't it look like the volcano's erupting and there's just like lava just sticking up and down? That's a lot of blaze. So, unlimited blaze rods. I'm going to turn this off for the moment. See how long it takes for them all to die. So now the redstone is back on, it stops spawning. And it's just those guys left. The ones which do look like they're tracking me. I don't know why these ones have decided to track me, but none of the others did. Oops. If I just stand here for a bit, they'll kill themselves in the water. Okay, now we can do a little blaze rod count once those ones show up. They do travel a little slowly until they reach the golden pipe. then they whiz around. So we've got almost a stack there. Well, we may as well pick them all up. There we go. So that was only on for a few moments, and I've got 2 stacks of blaze rods. So, for the first stage of the blaze rod farm, I declare that a success. Next episodes we'll work on making it... Well, I'll probably work a little bit on the look of the area, but the next episode we'll actually work on turning it into an experience farm. Something where you can just come along whenever you want and get lots of experience points. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.